I love to go ahead and I love to travel with bands. More importantly, I like to go ahead and take a band with me when I travel around, especially when I'm doing outside workouts, outdoor workouts. But what happens is I only have one band. I don't have multiple bands. So I'm gonna go ahead and really have to learn how to maximize this single band. So what I want to do today is take you through 6 ways that you can go ahead and maximize a single band so that you can get a great workout but not have to have a lot of bands with you. If you choose to go ahead and take a band with you on your run, your walk, or out to the playground, or wherever you want to work out. So let's get started. First and foremost, the easiest way, just go ahead and shorten the band. You've seen me do this lots of times, where you go ahead and I might just go ahead and wrap it around my hands and shorten the band so that I can go ahead and have more resistance. Or I may go ahead and hook it on my foot, and now I'm gonna just wrap it around one time and then hook it through here, but I've shortened the band a little bit so I can get a little bit more higher level starting tension. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and get a stronger ending tension when I'm doing the movement. So shortening the band. Another great way is to go ahead and double it. You know, if you're at a playground and you're training, but you only got one band, you wanna double the band, just go ahead and loop it around, and now you've doubled the band. However, keep in mind now, starting tension is going to be much quicker and higher, and you only have a certain level of stretch tolerance to this band. You can't go ahead and stretch it out like it's a complete 41-inch band. So, but doubling the band is a great way to go ahead and train and get maximum use out of one band. Go to single arm or single leg movements. You know, instead of going ahead and doing bilateral stuff, go to single arm or single leg movements. You know, I can go ahead and attach this band on, and I'll double it in this case. But now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna work one arm at a time. So now, because I'm working a single arm, I can't pull as much as I could with a double arm situation. And as a result of that, I'm gonna go ahead and get more work out of this single band. And the cool thing about doing single arm activities is it's very easy to flip-flop from side to side. So your workout becomes very efficient because you just go right side, left side, and you can create great flow workouts. Let's go ahead and talk about time under tension. Yeah, increase your time under tension. Increase your work rep set. Increase your work time set. Whatever you want, but keep your body under tension for longer periods of time. I promise you, if you go ahead and you take this band and you stand on it and you start doing overhead presses. Now granted, the first few are gonna feel pretty easy, but let's go ahead and let's keep time under tension. Maybe going ahead and doing 45 or 50 or 60-second work sets, or maybe doing 20 reps. So there you go. Time under tension is a great way to take and maximize this single band to make you have to work and get more out of just using one band, specifically this one level of resistance. Let's go ahead and let's talk about rep speed. You know, I talk a lot about increasing rep speed. Well, why not go ahead as you hook the band on here, just go ahead and hook it up there. But now, instead of always doing that slow press, let's work rep speed, and let's go ahead and let's work on our reaction time. I guarantee if you go ahead and do multiple sets of rep speed training, your body's gonna feel it. And you're gonna feel a much different feeling than if you do the slow, continuous movements. So what about increasing your rep speed, specifically your concentric speed? Now you can also increase your rep speed. We've done a complete video on rep speed training. But in this case, start with increasing your concentric phase of the movement. Increase the speed of that first versus your eccentric phase. And then lastly, guys, use different bases of support. You know, for instance, if you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do rack single leg squats, you could go ahead and do a split squat like this. Nice solid base support, but my band doesn't get challenging enough. Well, what if I go ahead and I put myself up onto an elevated surface? There you go. Now it's all of a sudden a significantly different change. You've gone ahead and changed your base of support. You know, instead of going ahead and doing just overhead presses like this, what about dropping down and going here and changing up your base of support? So immediately now you've taken a single band resistance. By changing up your base of support, you've made it much more challenging and much more difficult. So there you go. Yes, you got one band. Get out on that walk or run. Have a great time. And when you get to a location you want to stop and work with, hey, drop it out, take your band, and go ahead and hit a strengthening workout. But more importantly, when you hit that strengthening workout, realize you got multiple ways to maximize this single band level of resistance.